So every now and again, I'm just a fucking idiot. I just say yes to things because I'm like, oh, that would be good. And then immediately I'm like, why did I say yes to it? Somebody posted on the Comedy Collective on Facebook where you get gigs and things. Does anyone want to host a pub quiz? And they had one advertising my town. It's paid as well. So I messaged it and I was like, yeah, I'll do a pub quiz. I only said yes yesterday. And the time has come. And now I'm like, I definitely don't want to do this. What's worse is the guy said, oh, they might not have an amp. So I'm just going to go into a pub. I'm the quiz master. Time to play the ready money round. I've never said yes to something so fucking insane in my life. It's like when people were doing outdoor gigs during lockdown. I mean, good luck for their tenacity, but standing under a tree doing comedy to 7 other people in the street. I'll try and film it because I think this is going to make a vlog. Because every time I do something fucking stupid, at least I can do a vlog about it. It's going to be fucking awful, isn't it? It's just going to be awful, this. I mean, if it's not awful and it's really good, then I'll do it. 40 quid a fucking pop, and it's good crowd exposure, crowd work, you know. That was my thinking behind it. But like immediately I'm like, what are you doing? I could have just been at home now, chilling out. I'm a fucking idiot.
If you're international, can you stitch this video and tell us how you view the US?
We like the US, but I think everybody doesn't understand why you have an obsession with guns and a right to have guns, but you don't have that same obsession and rights about healthcare. Cannot understand it. Nobody understands it. Nobody. So a fucking miracle happened. I went to a music shop to see if they've got an XLR to jack input so I can use my mic with the practice amp I've got. Absolute longest shot of the longest shot. Look at this. They've only gone and fucking got one. That never happens.
What is something you used to strongly believe in that you no longer believe in at all?
Loads of things like religion is bad, tradition is stupid, government knows best. I thought that pop music was throwaway nonsense. I thought the Beatles were overrated. And I think mostly I thought that there was one way to live. And I'd be very judgmental about people who didn't live a certain way, when I realise now that there is no definitive truth. There's only truth to you and how you decide to live. And the Beatles are really great. Quiz! 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 That works then.
You come on, flat top, become grooving up slowly.
That question again. General knowledge number 4. What is the name of Dennis the Menace's dog? Again, I'll accept either answer because he does actually have 2 dogs.
He has 2.
Yes, I think you'll find he has 2. I think you'll find I read the Beano till last year. Right. And we are done. That was good. That was fun. That was all right. It was good fun. Like compared to a gig, going in just doing a pub quiz is like a laugh, and I get paid 40 quid for it. And I get paid 40 quid for doing a fucking gig. The most I've ever got paid for doing a gig is a tenner. I've got no footage, did I? I've got no footage apart from that one little bit of talking. Because you can't really film and there's a lot of marking. There's a lot of marking. Anyway, fuck it. Isn't it funny how when we look back at our family history, we say, oh, I was descended from silk weavers or horse dealers or stonemasons. Do you think in 15 or 20 generations from now, your family will look back and say, oh, I was descended from an admin assistant? So that was good last night. I really enjoyed it actually. The level of pressure that you feel is so much less than when you do stand-up. I've been doing stand-up for a few years. I understand how hard it is. But I know that I can deliver. I know that I can. When I was in bands, I knew I wasn't the best guitarist. I knew that. I knew I wasn't in the best bands. But stand-up's different. I just need to be able to unlock something inside of me. I've got so much fucking defense. All of this like unlocking stuff is about being vulnerable. What you've got to do with comedy, which is really difficult, is you've got to strip yourself bare and then become hardened in that vulnerable state. So it's like taking your shoes off, but then you've got to walk on pebble or stone with your bare feet, and your feet have to get tough. And I think I just go on stage with so much fucking baggage. What would be lovely is if there was a little comedians group that you could go to, and we could all sit around like an AA meeting and talk about our frustrations with comedy and how to overcome them. Do you know what I mean? Like a group therapy. So I might start a little Facebook page, Vulnerable Comedians Anonymous or something like that.
You are you. If you start thinking, I have to be who these other people want me to be because they're the ones who make me popular, you're fucked.
You're fucked.
You're fucked.
We get to try to be our most authentic selves. Like a comedian, you're trying to be the funniest you can, but you have to peel away every layer to find who the real me is.
Yeah.
I was a completely different person 15 years ago because I just started comedy. I was this fake version of me.
Right.
And I'm not the most authentic me yet, but I'm peeling and getting there year by year.